Hi everybody, welcome in. Happy Sunday. How's everyone doing today? I hope you're having a good day. It is Sunday, isn't it? It sure is. Sure is. Yeah. Welcome in. Hello, hello. Maleficent stays trying to steal my spotlight because why did this happen? I think also on Friday on our member stream where all of a sudden I'm trying to move to the game and she's just there. Anyway, Ignis, hello. Joey, Anthony, Kat, hi. Genie, Existential. Yes, I turned the sound up because I'm good at this. Candia, Brandy, hello. Yana, hi. How are we feeling? What's new? Today is a special day. I mean, it's a day anyway. We're going to be checking Scrooge's shop. We're gonna be checking Scrooge's shop. We're gonna be hanging out. Honestly, is there an agenda for today? Not super much. We're probably gonna be doing some Wish Blossom Ranch stuff. Maybe we'll do some questing with Snow White. Maybe we'll do some of the Beauty and the Beast quests. Honestly, I don't know. It's just kind of last day before, well, not day, but last Dreamlight Valley stream before the update kind of vibes, which is usually catch all, but there's a lot to catch. So I don't know. Chloe, hi, hello. Just got your Dreamy in Animal Crossing. I don't know what that means, but congratulations. Hi Kitty, love how the avatar is carrying the bag. Thank you, it went with the fit. Okay, but yes, it's one of those dresses where you usually, I'm demonstrating with my hands as though you can see me, you cannot today, as though it's one of the dresses where you hold your hands in front of you, and because of that she's got to be fancy with the ball gown and hold it out like a oh, she's so funny. A Dreamy is a dream villager. That's cool. I still don't listen. I have played Animal Crossing, but very minimally, all things considered. So I still don't know what that means, but that's exciting. Are people looking forward to the update? I'm assuming yes. Is that January or February that Animal Crossing update comes out? I'm still thinking about playing Animal Crossing, but thinking is very the thinking is very theoretical at the moment. It's not very practical. The arm is stiff. You know what? She's working out that one. Would you believe I have 2 medical degrees? She's working out that one muscle in your forearm, but the one that kind of wraps around a little bit. Miss Angeline, hello, welcome in. Actually, it's kind of embarrassing that I have 2 medical degrees because explain to me why the other night, I think I was meaning to speak about my esophagus, and to my partner, I was like, you know, your neck tube. Ma'am? Neck tube? Anyway. Decorista, hello. January 16th for the update. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. No offense, still. You're currently playing Tears of the Kingdom. Nice. I was thinking about doing that this week, but I think it's gonna be top of the year that we start that, perhaps. Stace Mac, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate you. Okay, to our last Scrooge shop. Hopefully it won't let us down. Nothing new to speak of, nothing new to write home about. Scrooge, how very dare, don't you know it's almost Christmas? What is Christmas if not an opportunity to engage in capitalism, but there's none for me to engage in. Dangling the carrot. Listen, I'm trying to, I don't know. I don't know. This week's gonna be a little bit odd anyway with streams because listen, some of y'all probably saw your girl's an official co-streamer for Wholesome Snack 2025. If you don't know what Wholesome Snack is, Wholesome Games does their Wholesome Direct once a year, and then they do Wholesome Snack, which is like a mini direct that has information about cozy games coming out soon. So we're gonna get to look at the cozy games coming around the corner together. That's on Tuesday, so Tuesday's stream will be a little later, a little different, and then of course Wednesday is update day, so our stream that day will be on or at noon Eastern time instead of 2 o'clock. So a bit of a schedule shift, a bit of a change. Let me beckon a horse and go grab some resources for a minute. Let's take Maximus. You remade your pumpkin farm? Nice, nice, nice. I haven't found an appropriate route yet for resource gathering. Typically, I have like a flow that I find with the different maps for kind of the circuit I want to take to actually gather resources. I haven't found one for Wish Blossom Ranch. I haven't spent that much time attempting, but if I had to guess, it's because the map is laid out in a weird way. I don't love it. You're finally watching Wicked for Good tomorrow. Oh, amazing. Amazing. I saw it for the second time last week. Yeah. Early last week. Loved it. Excited to see it again, but I'll probably wait till it comes to streaming. Wait, the chat is deleting your text? I didn't notice that. I did not notice that. You have Wednesday off from work so you can play the update. Oh, nice. Getting yourself prepared for having to buy moonstones for the first time ever? Now that's kind of impressive that you haven't yet. I'm curious to see what kind of moonstone bundle is going to be going on. Also, we talked about it in the member stream on Friday, but in terms of kind of the public streams, we haven't really had it, not even really, we just haven't had an opportunity to talk about the quality of life changes that were announced via the dev blog and such. What are our thoughts? Big moves, big moves. Haley, welcome in. Welcome, welcome. Did you before stream become a channel member? I think I saw something about that. If that wasn't you, ignore. If it was you, thank you kindly. I appreciate you. You're missing 90% of the shop though, of the premium shop. That is a flex. You think the quality of life looks amazing? I think so too. Oh, I'm so excited to check out the photo mode stuff with summoning villagers, potentially positioning villagers, potentially posing villagers. It certainly looked like we can do those things, and I am really, really looking forward to that. What else? The Scrooge stuff is nice. The tracking all of the star path things at once if you want to, and it auto completes them, and it looks like it also will add the next task when you complete one to your tracked list. It's almost everything I could have ever asked for. Hi, Sundog. Hello, hello. You like that we get to sell stuff back to Scrooge? I feel like that might be one of the things that I use the least, but it is still nice. Because sometimes I do have a habit of buying way too many things, but usually I end up using them, so at some point or another anyway. You wish they would add the search filter to the crafting table? Me too. I feel like now that we're getting it in Scrooge's shop, we already have it in the furniture menu. Hopefully it's not that long until we get it in the crafting menu. Also, I'm not really feeling under the weather, but my throat is a little bit scratchy, so sorry if I sound some type of way. I kind of like, you know, like when you can hear it more in yourself than other people can hear it in you. It might be one of those kinds of things, but I certainly feel it in me. Oh, I'm excited about this one. Mulan is such a pretty movie. I haven't watched it in some time. Okay, to the Gulch. You still have to check out the quality of life video. Oh, you should. I mean, the full developer update is on the Dreamlight Valley YouTube channel. That has all of the clips together, but there are also the shorts for all of the individual clips. Those are on, I think, pretty much all of their socials. Okay, gathering resources, then feel free to let me know what you think we should do today. Let me show you my quest log so you know what we're working with in terms of quests. I did the first quest from this Belle and Beast bundle. This is, I believe, the second one. I haven't done any friendship quests for any of these people, so all of those are fair game. I don't know why there are two for you. Oh, this is the one for the stable. These are the friendship quests. And then of course I did do my dream snap. I haven't looked at it since I finished it. I don't know how I feel about it, but I don't particularly want to redo it. Or we could attempt to start working on my storage island, but be warned, if we do start doing that, I can feel that I will get irritated with the process, and so it might be something that we work on for a very short period of time and then quit and then go to something else instead. I already feel that brewing in my soul. Full disclosure, you have to do your dream snap, kitty. How did the dream snap turn out? I can show you. I mean, it's fine. It's acceptable. It's nothing brilliant. It's a dream snap. This is it. Looking at it now, the colors actually I don't like as much as I did when I first took it, but the theme is like creepy Christmas, essentially. That's not what it's called, but that's what it is. So my goal was like, you're traveling through a little forest and it's creepy and you're going to this little Christmas place, but it's creepy. I didn't want it to be Nightmare Before Christmas specifically. I didn't want to do the Halloween Christmas blend, so I went with Spooky Forest Christmas House, and I think it's fine. Is it my favorite snap I've ever created? No. Is it my least favorite snap I've created out of the last handful or so? Probably not. I think it's perfectly acceptable. No more, no less. You support the island idea? Oh my. You wish we could sell all the clothes we theoretically have multiple of? Oh, from like the, I understand what you're saying. From the different little treasure chests we get. You were thinking that I was doing the storage island today? Now, I certainly did not say I was. Yeah, Hansel and Gretel Christmas is kind of like the vibe. It wasn't the direct inspiration, but it's certainly pretty much that. I never claimed to be the most original Dream Snap creator. I try to do something that I'm going to enjoy for the most part. You thought maybe so it would be done in time for the update? I mean, I'm not saying that that's not something that makes sense. I'm just saying I don't like going through the wall. I certainly didn't say I was going to. I think I said, you know, all possibilities exist, theoretically. My biggest thing, though, is I need more resources to actually do my storage island. I guess I could start pulling my chests up there at the bare minimum and start trying to consider a layout. But in terms of actual decorating, I think I've pretty much decided on doing a fairy core storage island with the build kit from Pixie Acres, and I know I don't have enough resources to build all of the pieces that I would need, but maybe we'll mess around with that for a little bit, see what we can do some questing, switch it up. I don't remember why I put these here. Oh, I think someone said, oh, I don't remember that working before. Someone said if you set up a bunch of these things, your horse will jump over them and it gives you XP. And it does. Hi, Zara. Hello. You say start with storage island, see how far I get, then do quests. Okay, maybe we'll do that. Fine, I guess. Has anyone seen that video of, oh my goodness, it's my favorite. I love videos of cute kids, mostly because I love cute kids. There's one that's a little kid and he sounds like the mayor of an old-timey, really southern town. He's got like a voice that's deep for a kid, if that makes sense, but also high-pitched because he's a kid. And he's got like this drawling kind of speech pattern, and the video is pretty much him saying that he's grown up and he wants to walk into school by himself, but it's so cute. I love it. It's one of my favorites currently. Thanks for lurking, Nina. The hair looks cute with this outfit. I love this hair with this outfit. I love this hair in general. So I'm trying to make it work with as much as I can. And so far, I feel like I've mostly been succeeding. I did wear it in my dream snap. I suppose I probably should have actually checked the vacuum to make sure I didn't miss anything, but you live and you learn. Okay. What is everybody else doing to prepare for the update, or are you doing anything? Let me know. I'd love to hear. Mostly so I can take those ideas if there's something that I'm obviously missing. I feel like the further we get into Dreamlight Valley, the less confident I feel in my abilities to prepare for updates, which it feels like it should move the opposite direction. Like, the more I play this game, the more confident I should feel, but no. For some reason, not that. You're not opening memory orbs or getting rid of night thorns. You know, that memory orb thing is a good point. Getting rid of these dead wish blossoms, I don't mind because I have 3 whole maps that I have not cleared since this DLC came out. So I feel like I will have night thorn equivalents galore. You were resource grinding for Wish Blossom Ranch, but now you're gonna attempt to finish rebuilding your farm on Sunlit Island. Oh, nice. Yeah, there's part of me that feels like making a farm island, but I also don't know how much use I would get out of it. I feel like a storage island is going to be much more useful for me. Not that they're mutually exclusive, but... You have a bunch of memory orbs in your Forgotten Lands you haven't picked up, but that's about it. Gotcha. Emptying your dump storage room, trying to get a place set up for Cinderella beside the fairy godmother, making sure you get your moonstone chests and snaps. As you need moonstones, yes. That is one thing I was thinking about doing that I guess we could also add to the list potentially, but... I'm not so sure. I was thinking about making a winter plaza so that it's done when Snow White gets here, but maybe we'll do that after we get Snow White, because what if I want to use her castle there? I feel like maybe her castle would look cute with the winter Scrooge stuff we have, right? Actually, I can literally just look at it here. Because her castle is kind of like a minty, tealy, icy kind of color with like this kind of washed out, not in a negative way, but just, yeah, this kind of like washed out sort of purpley that I feel like will actually potentially suit these very well. So maybe I could do a winter plaza moment with her castle, now that I'm thinking about it. Actually, I don't know that the greeny blue is going to be exactly like this, but I feel like the pinky color on her house is pretty similar to this. Plaza is too decorated. You fear you're not ever going to change it. Fair enough. Okay, last areas that I need to grab things. Dump this stuff into my chest. Try to make something happen on a floating island. Okay. I think I actually don't even need this here because I think this vacuum over here covers that area. I'm not 100%. You made a winter plaza, just finished, but you have no idea where to put Cinderella's castle. Yeah, I never make any... Oh, I feel like never is pretty accurate. I pretty much never make any actual decision about where I'm gonna put someone's house until I actually see it in game. Because sometimes I have ideas, and then I look at it in my game in front of my face, and I'm like, oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, 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 no. You think the skins work better in Wish Blossom Ranch than the main valley? I feel like they would look really cute in the Frosted Heights or these like icy areas of the Wishing Alps, but I'm a little uncertain how it'll look in the plaza, mostly because, oh, I forgot this takes forever. Ah, release me. Mostly because the ground is grassy. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Cindy's probably gonna end up on a floating island until further notice. Yeah, I think her house is pretty, but it definitely gives the vibe of like, I'm not sure where it's gonna look nice, if that makes sense. Something about it feels like it's not super usable. Like it's not gonna, I don't know. Maybe I'm being a negative Nancy and I just need to see it and it's gonna look perfect somewhere, but it gives the vibe of a house that's going to be difficult to place somewhere and make it make sense. You refuse to do your main valley for the 3rd time? No, why? Okay. I am going to, I was going to say steal, but maybe a better word is repossess. Maybe not any more positive of a connotation, but I'm going to repossess. Oh, I already did. Well, slay. I'll do these though. The buildings that are around in the Pixie Acres. I'll take you, you know, all this can come with me as well. I'll take this. Tinkerbell's house, unfortunately, might have to, oh, well, I'll pull it over later then. This is gonna have to come with me. K&K Love, hello. I'm very excited for Cinderella. Also, my stream title, I feel obligated to tell you all, is what I'm assuming is a Game of Thrones reference, but I've never seen Game of Thrones ever. And I'm really only partially confident that that's what that's from. It just felt appropriate to say for the title. Anyway, okay. I don't know where I am to keep my camera from flying, but I think I'm over here. It is. Okay, slay. Love that for us. Okay. Map to, oh my. You ever feel instant regret? Anyway, we are going to the Meadow Island. Well, first I'm going to the Plaza Island so I can move everybody's house that's on the Meadow Island to here to get it out of my way. Oh, I forgot I had this here. This was cute. This was cute. This was the set that I used for the, oh. Well, it had Tinkerbell's house in here, so ignore the back. But this was the set I used for the fungus, like fungi, cream snap. You need them to fix the balloon glitch with this update. I certainly hope they do. Okay, the houses I need to move here are, I think, all the Mickey and Friends houses. I think those are the ones that I have on the Meadow Island right now that I need out of my way so I can have the Meadow Island for my storage. You. Oh, it's just occurred to me. Quick question. Did they fix the glitch where if you put a house on a river kit piece on a floating island, it does something weird? Or is that still a glitch that happens? Because the other island has water, which is why I put these there, because I could put Donald there. I could just move him here, but not if it's gonna break everything. They fixed it, you believe. Oh. You know what? We're gonna just play it safe for now, and we're gonna put him in the main valley, just in case. Yeah, I don't know if belief is strong enough to have me commit to that. That's no shade to you, Chloe. It's just I personally don't know if I'm prepared to potentially end up with Donald stuck there forever. Donald's boat. Okay. I'm gonna put you right here. I can't access you, but who needs to? You're a... Oh, you know what? Never mind. The beach isn't decorated. You can ruin this place. Go for it. Anywho. Meadow Island. Yeah, I also remember seeing it in patch notes, but we all know we can't necessarily trust the patch notes like that. Tia Christina, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Okay, so the vibe here for me, for the storage island is going, I have no, oh my goodness. Oh my, oh my. Fairy Blossom as a house because I don't know, it might be nice to have a house here. I don't know. Probably it's gonna make sense to have the well in the middle because that's going to give the easiest of access to all of the places. And then I want to bring things. Wishful fun first. Do I want that? I believe we can't buy more of these or craft more of these, but actually let me be responsible for a second and take a quick trip over to Scrooge and confirm. You have Wally's house on your farming island. You support house idea. Yeah, I just feel like it's... I don't know. It might be nice to have a building there if I want to put some stuff inside a building, like crafting stuff or something that I don't want to have out and about.
Good day to you.
We are going to do this with the understanding of how much easier this is going to be starting on Wednesday with the filters and such. Okay, let me buy some of these windows. And no, just some of all of this stuff actually. Every now and then I end up in the vicinity of Eric and it reminds me anew how obnoxious the flute playing is. Can't wait to sell all the duplicate items from Dream Snap Chest back to Scrooge. See, I don't know. Something about me loves having way more items than I need. I'm not a hoarder in real life. I really, truly am not, except for books. But even that, it's not to the point of hoarding, obviously. But I will call myself a collector of books, an avid collector even. But something about games, I always want to have way more stuff than I need. I feel like it's like when people read toxic romances and they live for them, it's like a safe space for them to explore that side of themselves in fiction. I feel like games are a safe space for me to explore the desire to own a lot of things without any negative consequences. Okay. Rancher's hats. Yes, of course, of course. You think if you have 1,000 books in your home, it's technically classified as a library? Wait, really? I do not have 1,000 books. I don't know how many I have though. It has to be a lot. Maybe sometime I should count them. I don't know. Maybe if we move or something, I'll count them. None of this is what I actually need for what I'm building. Although actually these counters might work if I need... The one other thing about using the fairy stuff is that I feel like we don't have quite as much that's directly the aesthetic. We have a lot of fairy core things, but not a lot of fairy core things that look exactly like the style of the build kit. But we have a lot of things from Wish Blossom Ranch that look a lot like the Alpine build kit. Trickster Joy, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate ya. Oh, we do have these crystals.
When the sun shines, it makes my heart sing.
I love that for you, Snow White. I really, truly do. Okay. You bought a new gaming setup today. Amazing. I really want to get a standing desk. Not for streaming probably, but for the other computer adjacent work stuff that I have to do. I feel like a standing desk would be really nice, and I feel like I would really slay as one of the girlies with a standing desk and like a walking pad, like one of the little tiny mini treadmills. I think I might be living my best life if I had that. You have a standing desk and it's amazing. I feel like it would be so good. I really do. Listen, Kitty, don't you ever have a dream that might not make a lot of sense, but to you it does? It's like there are every now and then certain things that I'm like, yes, this would really enable me to live my best life, or this would be an example of me living my best life. One of those, I've said this for years, I still don't do it. I started very briefly, but the upkeep was too much. But I stand by the fact that I think if I actually followed a soap opera, I would be living my best life. There's something about being a soap opera girly that I feel like is really up my metaphorical alley, but not my actual alley. I also feel like a standing desk, one of those things. There are probably others, but those are two I can think of off the top of my head. You can see that for me. I am glad that you're following the vision. You get it. All right. You would love to have that goal in the future? What, a standing desk and a walking pad, or to be a soap opera person? Standing desks are great as long as you have the option to sit. Yeah, I mean, you can like the fancy ones that like raise and lower. Those are really cool, I think. Okay. So my initial idea, I have zero actual ideas, but my very vague thing is I feel like it would be cute to have this kind of stuff as like a cute little border around, like we enclose the place in the walls. So like when we're standing here and we look around, it's like we're in a fairy neighborhood, right? And I feel like if we could accomplish that first, I also need to bring all of my chests over and figure out how we're arranging them, because I feel like the goal of a storage island is to be as efficient as possible. So I think leaving ourselves with a lot of open space we can work with to arrange in the most efficient way makes the most sense. And then once we find an efficient arrangement, we potentially decorate around that, as opposed to what my heart would tell me, which is to make a really beautiful maze and then use that as a storage island. And it's just as inconvenient, if not more so, than Ye Old House. Hi, Laura. Hello. Yeah. I feel like surrounded by, yep. You have a lot of dreams. I'm glad. Currently using the navigation feature in Tears of the Kingdom. It's driving you insane. Wait, what's the navigation feature? Is that, I guess maybe we could potentially have the house in the center. Is that the same thing as, like, is that the kind of where you put a pin and it leads you to it? Or are you talking about the one feature that I feel like they probably have in Tears of the Kingdom? I know they had in Breath of the Wild where you could track a resource. And then it's like one of those metal detector beeping things leading you in the direction. I always felt like that was nice in theory and very annoying in practice. The Zelda Notes app, I don't even know what that is. We've come into my first problem. We've come across my first issue, actually, which is that we don't have enough pieces of this. I wish we had just like a piece like this that was just like, didn't have a thing on top, that was just flat, because otherwise, okay, you know what, we're making do, because that way we could have stretches. Otherwise it's gonna feel too repetitive. Okay. Living life, loving life, vibing with life. It's new with the Switch 2 versions, can locate areas, new voice notes, Koroks. Oh, interesting. Does it have the metal detector sort of sound effects? Voice navigation. I don't know what that, like, it tells you the directions as you're going, like it's like the Google Maps of Tears of the Kingdom. I don't want that here because that would make more sense to be like over here, leading to the water or something. It's accurate, you're just directionally challenged. Oh. I can follow directions. I'm just really bad at remembering directions. I'm the kind of person who will always use Google Maps. Even if I'm going the same place I've gone for the past 3 years. I'm not very confident in my ability to remember directions. Like, could I remember them? I think I actually could. I just don't feel confident in that fact. I don't know about all this, friends. Something's not sitting right with my spirit. Oops, didn't mean to exit out, but... Well... Maybe I need to allow myself to trust the process, because this is actually kind of cute. I think I need to allow myself to trust the process. Let me grab you. Add some big tree bunches and snails, maybe. I mean, right now I'm specifically working on the, like, outer perimeter, which I do think I want to be mostly walls. But we'll detail the area, we'll cutify it all, like... We're gonna end up with something nice. I have faith in this. When? Who knows? That's not for me to say. That's up to the Dreamlight Valley deities. But for now... feel like this needs to be like over here. Which makes me feel like I need another little like skinny boy. We don't really have... Oh, we have this that I haven't used. Put that like over there if I scooted this down. Okay. This means though that I have to... Yes. We're on to something. Back from lurking and lunching. Welcome back. Welcome back. Decorista, do you have a storage island or do you use a storage house? Or some other system of storage? What's the vibe? This is looking super cute. Listen, thank you. It's gonna get there. It's gonna get there. It's a work in progress. It's gonna be a very slow work in progress because, as previously stated, I need all the resources to make all of these things. But I do like the idea of us feeling like we're in a fairy town, which is why I want to do like a bit of a perimeter around the outside of the island. So kind of everywhere we turn, it's like we're surrounded by this fairy village. I think that's the way to go. Can we rotate? Not the way I want to, unfortunately. I'll figure something out. I kind of like the idea of a little archway over here, maybe. Or maybe over here. I don't know. You had a hybrid before, half storage in your house and half in your storage market on Eternity Isle. Now you moved all to house. Ah, yes. I've been a big storage house person the whole time. I've played Dreamlight Valley, but I'm ready for something new. Something theoretically easier. Okay, are we feeling the vibe so far? I know this is like so little to do so far, but are you catching the vibe? Like, I'm gonna try to have most of the island more open. I think we'll have some stuff around, obviously, because otherwise it's going to be boring, but... And then the idea is that you have like this fairy, almost like city skyline-esque thing around the outside of it, which might end up feeling a little bit squishy in a bad way, but we can just modify and leave some open sections. Like I might leave that section to the trees open over there or something. If it starts to feel like restrictive. I am also going to need to bring over all of my chests and things, which I'm a little scared about. I've never really been one to use the feature where you can just plop chests with things in them into your inventory again and place them. It makes me a little nervous. You like to interior decorate, and this gives you an excuse to go inside. That's good. I used to do a lot of interior decorating, and I haven't recently. Okay, it works. As long as I'm not going to lose all my stuff. Okay, let me start grabbing some of this. I shall start with these. Hello? It's a tedious process because you have to check what's in which chest. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that because I'm gonna have to figure out how I want to arrange all this stuff anyway. I'm more just concerned about if everything disappears, but I think it'll be okay. I think we'll bring some chests over right now. Maybe we'll do... Actually, it probably makes the most sense to resource grind in between because then you have the flour. Okay. Quick journey to the things. the things, of course, being the vacuums, just to pick up whatever flowers have spawned. Give them some time to respawn. Because I think the flowers are going to be one of the biggest holdups for resources, and the other thing is fishing stuff. But fishing stuff we can control, we can do as much as we want to. The thing we can't control is making the flowers spawn faster. You wish we could bring the fruit trees and bushes to the islands? That would be kind of nice. Your stuff is color coded, so it's not too bad when you pick things up. Like your, oh, your chests? That's smart. I usually like to have my chest kind of neutral so that, I don't know, my room kind of stands out as the decorating, and the chests are kind of just like as minimal of a factor in the design as possible, I guess. Which isn't really going to be as feasible on this island, I don't think. But we'll see. Okay, to go down to 100 acre fields. You carry wardrobes with you all the time and empty into them. Whatever order you pick them up is the order you'll set them down in also. Okay, that makes sense. Thanks, Maximus. I also realize I probably have way more chests than the average person. I was intending to look at some people's storage islands, and I haven't had a chance to yet. So I don't know what people's layouts are usually like. Okay. For now, y'all are gonna go in here. Which, actually, come to think of it, might not be a horrible locale for, you know, actually, like, well, no. I want it to be more central, I think. Still more. Okay. Which ones are empty? No, that one has stuff. Okay. Great. We're bound again. Cupcake is Gaming has a great system. You'll probably follow this if you move to an island. Nice. I mean, I'm feeling like probably I'm going to want to keep things in sections of like type. And then also I probably will also try to keep it somewhat separated by DLC as well. But within the type, if that makes sense. Like right now I have things separated firstly by DLC, like all of the DLC things are on different floors. But I might do kind of the opposite, like put all of the types of things in the same place, and then within that section have the different DLC things. I forgot I still had these in here. You have a large painted chest for every flower, gem, collectible, and food item there is. A large item, or a large chest for each one? Do you use a storage island? How do you have space for all that? Oh, I also need to pick this up because I grabbed my special things and put them in there, or at least most of them. Oh, also I have a question. After I put this down, I will ask you. I think I know the answer to it, but I'm pretty sure some of you will know the answer. Okay, those are my flowers. So what do we think Cinderella's dream style is going to be? You know, we're getting I don't know. I'm not sure if it was specifically said what kind of a bundle it is, but there's gonna be a bundle where there's a dream style for Cinderella and Fairy Godmother, allegedly. Oh, I didn't need any of those. What dream style do we think it's gonna be? Okay, there we go. Yes, it's a storage island. You have it food divided by fruits, veggies, spices, grains, protein, seafood, fish, and dairy. Fair enough. Okay. Actually, hear me out. This is a lot of chests, but it's not as many as I thought. Granted, this is just for the main valley and does not include the gems. Ooh, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Let me make sure these bees are not about to pick something up. Okay. Winter outfit, maybe. Or wedding outfit. Ooh. Two. Okay. Yeah. These. I'm gonna have to change all of these chests as well because I didn't go through and do it for my Rift in Time stuff. That should be that. Then in here, what do we think is going to be the deal with all of the Disney princes that we don't have? I feel like we have a fair number of... Actually, I could probably count. Maybe it's not as many as it seems like. But I feel like we have more than 0. These just the white snippets. It'd be cool if I could open this. Oh yeah, more than 0 princesses who don't have their prince. When are those getting introduced? This is too many different types of chests. What was I doing? Okay. Love all the decor. Thank you so much. Yeah, for a while I was doing a fair amount of interior decorating, and then I try to decorate the rooms for the storage. I mean, we're about to go into a storage room for the Storybook Veil gems. That is not decorated. I threw some chests in there and called it a day. But everything else I think is cute. Hi, Alice. Where did I get the houses on the floating island? Oh, the like fairy buildings. The one, well, I'll go back there in a second and I can talk about it in a way that makes more sense. But the Fairy Blossom is a house from the premium shop. The other buildings are the build kit from Pixie Acres, so that's all craftable stuff that you get the recipes for once you grab the resources from the Pixie Acres in Wish Blossom Ranch. Ah. So barren. Hi AE, hello. Maybe we'll have an oops all princes year. I don't know how they would do that, but it would be kind of funny. Okay, so the island. Yes, this house is a premium shop house. It's called the Fairy Blossom, I believe. All of these buildings are actually just furniture pieces that you craft. And and as you are exploring, gathering resources in Wish Blossom Ranch, you'll unlock the crafting recipes for them. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Just start plopping these. What am I up to in the game? Right now, I am attempting to start the initial phases of a storage island, and it's going okay, all things considered. Really? I don't know why I thought I had way more than this. I guess just most of my chests were other things. No, wait a minute. Okay. Triangle, we were talking about it a little bit just a second ago. I'm not really sure. I think... I'm not sure. I don't necessarily think it will be a winter Cinderella, just because from my understanding, the bundle is coming with both of the dream styles, like the one for... What is the one for Cinderella and the one for Fairy Godmother, and we already have a winter style for Fairy Godmother, and I think it would be a little odd for them to give like a wintry Cinderella one and not a wintry Fairy Godmother one. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I don't really know what it will be. Maybe it will be a winter one. Oh. Feel more. So excited for the Cinderella update. I am too. I think Cinderella looks really cute. Oh, I forgot I had that glider. Definitely looking forward to it. Oh, I put out the right amount. Imagine that. I changed my mind. Remember when I was saying it wasn't that many chests? It's too many. I think I still have more, and this isn't even including the ones that I'm going to need for Wish Blossom Ranch. I just have one random medium chest. What was I doing? Okay, whatever. That's fine. What I'm going to do now is some of these and line these up, and then I'm gonna go grab some of my resources from Wish Blossom Ranch. I don't want to pull all of the chests over here yet from there, just because this is not going to be done yet. It's going to be a mess, and I don't want to mess up my currently fine system over here. Oh no! Why have I done this? Oh no! Okay, it's kind of like when you are trying to clean your room or something, and you make a mess of everything first. And technically it might be more helpful in the long run to have everything out and about, right? So you can put it where it belongs. But also at the same time, then before you can actually do anything functional, you have to deal with the mess. That's how I'm feeling right now. And it's making me regret pretty much all of my life decisions, actually. That's that. I think that's everything. And if not, oh well. When you, you know. Exactly, Sundog. I'm just thinking about the fact that I actually have to deal with this now. Before I can put away anything at all in an organized fashion. And that's a lot. At first, I thought this face was the face of a here and there fish. It really scared me. Okay, why are you in here? Oh, I guess I eat you? Okay. Alora, hello, hello. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you. All right, now to here. Okay. Right. Huh. Huh. How do I want to do this? This, and this are our spices, I think. We have the things you fish. Wonder what fairy godmother's outfit would be. She never changes clothes across the movies as far as you remember. Now, I know this isn't going to happen, and yet I can't help but desire a Whitney Houston fairy godmother. It took me a long time to get there, but I got there. Okay. What else? I feel like pixie dust is going to need its own big thing. You thought the spools of thread was flowers? I think they're meant to be spices because it says the fruiting body of the bobbin bush. Sequin strands stay fresh a remarkable amount of time. Do you cook with them? Y'all let me know if that's true or not. No, the button mushrooms. I lied. Perhaps. But why does it say the fruiting body of the bobbin? Do you cook with them or do you craft with them? What do you do with those? Or do you both? They're crafting. Okay. Well, I lied. That looks like a green. That's a green. These are crafting. Fabulous. To do with you all yet, but I'll just put you all in one for now. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, huh. Okay, I might do one chest per biome flowers. I feel like that's what I typically do for the DLCs. Something like that. Mining resources. You. You. Is the honey coral used for crafting or cooking or both? The only thing I know about it is that you use it for feeding some critters. Probably want a full chest for you for cooking. Noted. These things are from digging, I believe. So sure about this one. You. Maybe you two there, because you're both from the Wishing Alps. I think I am okay with these being here. And then y'all, because you're just random. Oh, but I have you. And you're a crafting thing. Well, I lied. Hi, Paige. Hello. You're used for cooking for some reason, so you can chill there. And then... Wow, we love her. This is not maybe going to be my permanent setup, but for now, you know what? I do not care. I have enough chests for everything. That's a lot of chests. Okay. Yeah, I'm sort of trying to set up storage. Wait, why is the thing not here if it's used for cooking? It live? It lives in fish, but so do these. I'm not going by that. That's silly. Sometimes I do try to follow the actual categories for things when I'm determining where to put things. But sometimes it's just really silly. Wait, do I not have any of the coffee? Because that actually is going to throw things off. I don't. Fascinating. Well, you three are forageables, so I'll put the ones that you grow there, and I'll put the forageable ones in a different one. Beautiful. Okay. Let me take a sprint over to the places again. Trying to finish your star path on your alt account. I'm really excited about this star path coming up. I mean, I'm still not sure that it's my favorite in terms of the items, although I do really like the bonus house. But I'm more excited about actually completing the star path with the new ability to pin all of the tasks. Hi, Ashley. Hello. Also, thank you everybody who's liked the stream so far. Thank you, thank you. Let's see, flats. Give me this. This and this. Picked a weird way to add honey to the game. I mean, we might get normal honey at some point in the future. Who knows? Okay. Come on, Maximus. Ooh, so many things. Wait, where am I? Who am I? It's fine. This map still confuses me a little bit. Okay, I think I am going to need to do some fishing, actually. Unfortunately, I don't think I need any actual fish, so the critters will not be able to help me with this. But Tigger will be able to help me with this.
Have I got an idea for you?
So let's go fishing to get some resources. My goal is to build some more of the build kit pieces. You finished your Arendelle-inspired town square with a skating rink this morning using the new build kit? If so, that is amazing. I mean, even if it's not using the build kit, I'm sure it's amazing. I really haven't done any building with the new stuff, apart from the one row of stuff we built earlier. So much grinding, yeah. So I'm excited for Dream Teams. I can't wait to have all of my friends, I mean, I can't wait to be given free resources from people, hopefully. I should probably spend some more time in the game off stream grinding, because that's going to be a lot. Ane, thank you so much for the follow. Anyone know if when we get the tree clusters from Wish Blossom Ranch, finish the story but still don't have them? The ones from the Wishing Alps? I feel like it's a glitch that they're not there. And they'll probably need to be patched in. Or maybe not a glitch, but an oversight perhaps, one or the other. Either way, I feel like they're gonna have to be patched in, because I haven't heard anything about it. Do I need things from the white circles too? I probably do. No. Oh, you can get the fish from outside circles? Did I know that? Let's see. Once I have maybe like 10 of the balloon fish, we'll head back to the map and see what we can do. I know we also have other fairy stuff. I'm not sure about using mushrooms, like the mushroom trees and stuff. I'm not really sure what the exact vibe is going to be for our storage island. I just know so far I want all the build a kit stuff around the outside. I shall leave that memory orb for the star path if I remember that it's here. How are we looking? Ooh, many. I mean, many is a little bit dramatic, perhaps. Any chance you'll let me have you leave me alone?
Hey there, buddy, old pal.
Okay, good. Because last time I hung out with Tigger, he was glitched, and there was no way to dismiss him. Which felt kind of rude. Hi, Madison. Still no fence. Listen, I'm very torn up about it, actually. I still have no fence. Still no wish blossom flower. It's just... Why did I go for that one? Bad all around. something different than this. That's not gonna cut it. I don't want to put this house in this corner, actually. Okay. So what I need to do first is grab out these things that I already have. And then I need to craft some more of the other ones. Oh, I didn't realize I had so many of you. I mean, so many, it's 2. Anyway. Okay, so the ones that I really need are... the orangey ones. Probably a couple of those. This terrarium one and this one. Starting to believe the fence doesn't even exist. I know, well, I would think it was maybe bugged, but some people have said that they found it recently. So I don't think it's bugged. I think Scrooge just legitimately hates me. Why did I run to the wrong side? Yeah, the Storybook Vale one, I still don't have it. Okay. If I could... I need green silk flowers for this? Why? Okay. Terrarium. You still don't have the flagstone doormat. Do you have the fence? Though? This is the one I need to make. 2 of if I could. Oh, I can. Okay. Finally got the fence a couple weeks ago. I'm so full of jealousy. Kitty, I've shown you the fence multiple times. It's fine. It's fine. You probably don't have it. Maybe you do. I don't know. Speaking of fence, I actually need to make some. I need to make some fence for this, but anyway. It's just like a little piece that goes in between fence posts. It's really cute though, and I don't have it. Oh, I had one of those. Wow. We're missing like 8 Sleeping Beauty items. I honestly don't know which items I'm missing. I don't often actually look at what's for me to miss, to be honest. I think I'm going to switch this into the other corner here, and we're going to put this one here. On opposite corners. I think that's cutesy. Yeah, I do. And then I think... side is facing forward on the other one. Probably the one with the windows. So I'll put this way then. It might be best if it actually lines up. Wouldn't that be cute? What's it called? I don't remember. I'm not sure. It's from Storybook Vale. It's like Elegant Stone Fence or something like that. Something adjacent to that. What was that? Oh, Kitty, thank you so much for being a member for 30 months. I appreciate you. You only look when you go a long time not seeing anything new. You know what? That actually sounds like a good reason for another, another spreadsheet. Maybe I need to make another spreadsheet about it. That is not lined up. I think that is. Ina, thank you so much for being a member for 13 months. Listen, that is really cool. Over a year. I appreciate it. I really, really do. one smaller. And also not aligned. That's kind of aligned. And then I think we could do like this kind of a moment. Put it all the way in there. I like that these have a lot of kind of flexibility, and at the same time it also makes it a little bit difficult to line things up. See, like, it could also be my only one good eye though that makes that a difficult thing. I don't know. That could be more user error than anything else. Okay, you go there. I feel like if I use that, it's going to be somewhere in the middle, but I'm also not completely sold on it yet. See what I mean? I need like a piece that's just kind of like flat, and I don't have that, and it's making me upset. It's just like flat and short and long, just like an intermediary stretchy piece is what I so long for. I'll pop that there and switch this one around. Can I squeeze that in there? I cannot. Unfortunate. Very unfortunate indeed, actually, now that I think about it. Can I squeeze that down further? Probably not. Oh, I can. Okay. Thanks so much for hanging out, Decorista. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Yes. Okay. Scoochoo all the way. Scoochoo all the way. Our goal is to try to do as much scooching as we can, so hopefully we can fit this one last piece here. Yes! Thank you, Dreamlight Valley. Wait. Yeah, that's fine. And then I don't know. Maybe we wrap it up with this one up over here. Our Sentin. Wait, wasn't I gonna put that house in that corner? Well. You know, it's fine. We'll fix it. Maybe I don't put the house in the corner and instead I put the house like right here or something. We'll figure it out. We will figure it out. But so far, listen, I think it's kind of cute. So far, it's kind of cute. So far, it's kind of cute. I think I do need a few more pieces like here. I mean, yeah. I don't know if I kind of want to bring it around a little bit more over here. Not all the way here. Actually, let me see what I have in terms of plants and stuff. It looks so good. Thank you. I mean, we're gonna obviously put stuff in the middle and stuff, but at least for the outside, starting off well, I think. It still throws me off that these, whoa. I forgot just how different this actually was. What in the world? Anyway, I hope they fix those icons. Okay, let me see what we're actually working with, because those don't look anything like that. This. This. What is this? We have this. I like that they gave us a lot of clusters of these. I really like that. I try to be pretty equal parts positive and constructive or critiquing about things. Well, I mean, I'm not going to be less positive if I have less critiques, but if I have critiques, I try to bring as much positivity as possible. I do like that they gave us this many of these things. I think that's wonderful. Okay. Petition to move Monday to not tomorrow. I forgot it was Sunday until you said that, to be honest. I mean, I would probably sign that petition, though. I'm not against it. Tomorrow being not Monday. Okay, but what if I could fit this or fit something here somewhere? I don't hate that. Not the trash berries. Oh my goodness. I am still not over that. I don't think the blue, well, I don't know. I don't really think they look like trash bags. Okay, for those of you who weren't here, the blue, like the big blueberries, you know the ones. Oh, I also have these. These are going to be helpful immensely. The big blueberries, these ones. Do y'all think those look like trash bags? These. I also have Tinkerbell's house I could pull up here. No, well, a lot of people seem to think they're trash bag adjacent. Actually, no. Sorry, Tinkerbell, you can stay where you are. What was I thinking of though? Something, something, something. The other house that's like the actual Tinkerbell one. I'm not, not the actual Tinkerbell one. No. This one. The only thing is that then if I want to use this one in Dream Snaps, I'm gonna have to move it. So no. It would be really cute up here, but since I mostly do my Dream Snaps on floating islands, if I wanted to use it, I would have to move it from this island. I mean, the same is true of the Fairy Blast home, I guess, but I don't really want to... Nah, I don't know. It could be a tad more blue to help make them less trash baggy. No, that's fair. I mean, I kind of understand what people mean or are seeing, I guess, when they say that it looks like a trash bag. I don't know that I really see it as much myself, though. But I do get where the people are coming from. I don't think the trash bag truthers are necessarily wrong, you know? Trash bag truthers is something I never thought I would say in my entire life. Lorlily, thank you for the follow. Also, let me know how much I butchered your name there. Okay. I would like to look at my work, see how it's coming along, because this actually is feeling like it's a little close to me, potentially. But maybe it's not. Also not sure about whether I want to add mushrooms yet or not. I don't know. I think it's cute. And I think maybe not too close. Maybe the planty stuff on the edges, the Wally stuff on the outsides. I think the fairy blossom looks cute there. Let me save, let me save, let me save. They'll never beat the one name. I don't remember what the name was, but I struggled. It's okay. One thing about me, I certainly try. Whether I succeed, you know, just depends on the day. It depends on the day. I think I'm anti-mushroom. I don't think I'm anti-mushroom. But the footprints also are a little annoying. Huh. Footprints are not my favorite. But they're so stinking cute, though. I use these. I'm keeping them. Okay. What else? I could just take you. You're so behind on movies and shows, you just want to game, which leaves you with zero attention span to watch. That's fair. Yeah, there are a lot of things that I need to catch up on that I haven't watched yet. But it's hard. It's also difficult having multiple hobbies, you know, because then you have to like find time for all of them, or like you have to sometimes temporarily step back from a few hobbies to make time for others. Just living life is so unnecessarily difficult, you know? Any chance? The beach grass is just gonna look a little silly here, I think, but do I care is the question. And the answer is I'm not sure. Very not sure. Listen, listen, listen. We're doing something. Something is happening. Okay. We need something over here. But what? I don't think any of this stuff will actually fit, to be honest. Will, perhaps? Dancing Through Life just popped in your head? So now it needs to be mine? In mine? I don't know. I don't know that Dancing Through Life really has the ability to be stuck in my head that much. Dancing Through Life was probably one of my most played songs from the Broadway soundtrack. And I feel like, yeah, I just listen to it so much that it doesn't get stuck in my head. Or maybe I don't actually still listen to it that much, but I have historically. So I'm kind of past that phase of my life. Where did I find that you could fit? You know, like when you are trying to do a thing and somehow failing. I know I just found a place it could fit. I'm just being stubborn. Just let me have this for a second. All right, I just don't want it this way because it's facing the exact same way as the other flower. I think it was here somewhere. Now I lost it. Can I rotate this one? Probably not. Oh wait, I can. Like that way or like that way. That's fine. That's almost the same way as that one, but you know what? We're just gonna make do. Going to accept that and move on. I do this kind of this way instead if I can. Can I? No. I do wish they gave more items the ability to clip into things like we have with the build kits now. I just really want that for us. Working on Minnie's clock tower quest while watching. You hope you never have to gather this much clay again. Oh, Madison. I might need to virtually hold your hand while I tell you this. But the clock tower quest has been improved so much to make it so much more player friendly. I don't know how much clay you need right now, but the amount that we used to need for that quest is truly disgusting. Phoebe.move objects, yes. Multi-selecting things would be so nice, or the ability to, yeah, like clip things into each other when you're decorating. I feel like they're musts. Oh, this has a little mushroom boys in there. That is really cute. I still don't know if I'm gonna use this or not. Does anyone remember? Oh, it was 200 clay? Yeah, that's what I thought, but I didn't want to say it because I thought I was being dramatic. Wait, why am I kind of living my best life in a fairy place right now? Anyway, okay. It's 200 now, but she did give you 50. Wait, really? Did they bump it up again? Because they had bumped it down for a while. Maybe they bumped it up again. In which case, I apologize. We also didn't have elixirs at the time. That's true. That's true. That is a good point. Oh, I can show you the elixirs. I don't remember at exactly which point you gain access to them, but I think theoretically you can gain access to them before you do the mini quest. But they're in your crafting menu. I think you get them from a Merlin quest, not one of his friendship quests, but like a story quest with him or something. Under potion and enchantment, there are these elixirs. And you can craft them with different things. You have to unlock the mines. So if you haven't unlocked the mines in the Sunlit Plateau, that might be why you don't have them if you don't. But yeah, when you use them, they equip on your tools and then they'll give you extra resources when you use those tools. Essentially. It's not really like a one. No, well, they each have different effects, but the one for your shovel gives you extra resources. Okay. It's not as pretty that way. What? You? Oh, I don't have another one of you. I'm like, why won't you let me grab you? That's really rude. It's because I don't have one. Of course, of course. Feud that way. Feud there. Okay. Just watch the update vid. What do they mean by the critter update? Oh, I will show you in a second after I get out of this menu because it's going to make more sense than me trying to talk about it. Sometimes I feel like I greatly benefit from... Oh, I have this horseshoe one too. Okay. From talking about something with a visual to assist me. Okay, save. So currently with the critters, if you look at them, like the skunk will give you a bonus to vegetables, at least this one will when you hang out. The squirrel gives you a bonus to fruits when you hang out. The croc will help with fish. Like things are broken up. I think you really see it with things like the lovebird helps with sweets specifically. The goose helps with grains. There are certain ones that help with like ore gems. Like this one helps with seafood. So they're all kind of subsections of things. It seems like they're being switched to help with tasks instead of types of resources. So this turtle that helps with seafood currently is probably going to give you bonuses of all fishing things in the future. Or like this fox that helps with fish is probably going to help with all fishing things instead of just things from the fish category. Or like the raccoon that gives gems is probably going to give all mining resources, not just gems. Does that make sense? Yeah, more general to the task instead of specific to the category of item. That seems to be the change that's being made. I don't know if it's going to be for every single type of critter, but it seems like for a lot of them. Yeah, so when you fish, you would collect seafood, and yeah, it would collect theoretically anything that you fish. Theoretically. Oh, we're getting a raid. Welcome in, welcome in. Sarah, yes, I'm streaming on Wednesday. I always post my schedule to my Discord and also my post section of my YouTube channel. This Wednesday, we're streaming at noon Eastern time because it's an update day. Thank you, everybody. Oh, wait. Oh, I was like, how did Stream Elements know? Kitty put in the code. Welcome in. Thank you, Mr. Star and Sky, for the raid. Thank you, people, for coming over with the raid. How are all of you? Definitely check out Mr. Star and Sky's channel if you were hanging out with me and are unaware. Kitty dropped the link in the YouTube chat. Imagine how annoying it would be if hanging out was sub-specific to... Yeah, that would be... But if you're coming in, welcome, welcome. I am Tink. I play a lot of Dreamlight Valley. Today, right now, we're doing some very initial work on what will be my storage island. These are all of my chests. I have some more under here. Who knows how those are going to be set up? But we're just focusing on the pretty part of making the outside of this island look like a beautiful fairy wonderland. Planet Craney, hello, hello. Thank you so much for bringing your community over, Mr. Star and Sky. If anybody needs to raid and run, I totally understand. I've lasted longer working on this storage island than I anticipated, probably because I haven't had to do anything truly difficult yet, but at any moment's notice, I may shift to doing something that has absolutely nothing to do with this, because I haven't thought about any of the actual practical parts of this yet. Only the pretty things. Where's the horseshoes? I probably scrolled right through them. Or right past them. Horseshoe, horseshoe, horseshoe. There's the magnifying glass. Oh, literally right here. I could do this one over here. Or I could do another one of these. Kind of like the idea of doing one of the horseshoe ones over here. I don't use my floating islands for dream snaps. I do, but I'm doing this on the Meadow Island. And for me, the Meadow Island and the Plaza Island, I use kind of interchangeably. So I don't think I'm going to mind having my storage here. You know what I kind of want? A bench? Maybe 2 benches. I have multiple benches that I just got from stealing them. I mean, repossessing them. We also have the... Oh, yeah. I might put a little, like, swing here. And a little bench over here and tuck them into whatever foliage we have here. I think that might be cute. They look pretty similar. Yeah, the difference is the water and the little details on the corners. But whenever I do a dream snap, I usually end up covering the background enough that it covers the water and the details in the corner. So yeah, I don't mind committing this island to storage. Wish we could change a name of a chest and it told you above the chest. I'm pretty other games that are similar to this have features like that. Like, I'm pretty sure, although some of you can correct me if I'm wrong because it's been a long time since I played it, I think Coral Island has something like that where you name the chest, you like type in a name, and as you approach it, it will kind of hover the name above so you can tell what you used it for. You keep going back and forth between storage island and house because you fear you would neglect indoor decorating altogether if you don't use your storage. Yeah, most of my indoor decorating recently has been for storage, but I feel like it's getting to the point where I have so many storage rooms between the different DLCs that I don't know. It's just more of a hassle to put things away. So I think I'm going to benefit from only having to go through the one loading screen. These mushrooms annoying me. I might have to switch this out, which I don't really want to do. You abandoned your Coral Island for like the 3rd time because items kept getting stuck on your floor. Oh no. I never actually decorated my farm in Coral Island, which is embarrassing to say. Maybe I should play Coral Island again. Maybe I should play Coral Island again. I do really love it. I mean, I played so much Coral Island. I played through Town Rank S. I think the only thing I didn't do with the main story was finish getting all of the crops I needed from the Mer Kingdom. I think I did everything else. Thanks for lurking, Anthony. Okay. Cutesy, cutesy. I don't think I need that. I think I could use a bush. Gonna wait to finish your save until the March Children update. Yeah, there are a few games actually that I want to play or play again that I'm kind of waiting until a couple updates come out. I do want to jump back into Coral Island, but it's kind of like I should just wait for the update with the kiddos. I also never wooed anyone in Coral Island, so I do need to get back to it at some point. I need to, I don't know, do something. I need to do something. And then Fields of Mystria also is meant to be coming out in full release next year, I think, in 2026. And I want to play that one, but I kind of want to wait till it's fully out. You just used an elixir and got all the clay. Amazing. That's fabulous. Cute. Give me this maybe. You ended up ignoring romance entirely. At this point, it's just going to be whoever you happen to run into the most. Oh my. With Coral Island, for me, it was just too hard to pick. But then again, it is kind of for all games. That's another thing. In real life, I don't struggle with being non-committal. but in games, it's such a struggle. Like Palia, I couldn't decide who I wanted to be with in Palia. I was just romancing everybody, which, I mean, hey, nothing wrong with that, but it gets a little awkward when you're romancing siblings simultaneously. I mean, not awkward for me, but probably awkward for them. Hi, Kitty. Hello. You spent every last minute romancing. I love that. I mean, all of the candidates, I don't think I quite got to the point where I was saying this. All of the romance options in Coral Island are so good. Everyone's such a cutie, except for Mark. If there are no Mark haters, I'm not around in the world anymore. Like, I can't stand that man. Which is truly something, because I'm pretty sure he's canonically the most romanced person in Coral Island. So I have some questions for some of y'all. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Am I making new storage? Yeah, that's the idea. That's the goal, anyway. You can just leave. I don't need you. Wasn't he voted like the dream voter? Yeah. I think there was a vote, but I think they also dropped the stats. But I could be mistaken about that. There certainly was a vote, though, on everyone's favorite romance option in Coral Island, and Mark won. Which, you know, there's no accounting for taste, says the girl who hates the song Life is a Highway with a deep, fiery passion. Hey. Look at it! You like the merman with the silver hair? Oh, what's his name? I'm thinking. I can't remember. Which one is Mark again? He's the one that brings us to the mines for the first time. He's like built like no. This is just me acknowledging a similarity. It's not me making a value statement. He's built kind of like Kingpin from the Spider-Verse movies. He has a scar, I think, like on one eye. He loves dogs. He's very mean. Gaylord, hello, hello. Welcome in. Ah, yes, 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 Wesley. It's something like that. Mr. Angry Square. Not Mr. Angry Square. I love that. Yeah, that's Mark. Actually, I wonder if I can squeeze that in there or something. Let me try something. Can I show where I am on the map? I'm on the Meadow Island right now. I'm not on any of the maps. The stuff that I'm using is from the build kit for the Pixie Acres. But yeah, where I am right now is just on this Meadow Island. I'm trying to make like a storage island, essentially. I guess I could put that over there. I have a lot of this stuff over here. Let me see. I mean, this is the part that I'm least pleased about, so maybe I'll work on the actual arranging of the things off stream, because I'm not sure how I want to actually organize all of my chests. I need to figure out like which ones I want together so I can figure out, I don't know, how we're actually gonna kind of move through here. I want it to be mostly like open-ish, just so that it's easiest to actually access everything. I think I just need to not use this. It's fine. I didn't mean to do that. I meant to undo all, but it's fine. The things that I have to fix are easily fixable. It just shocked me for a second. I know Plaza Island is first to click. I don't really mind that much though. Meadow Island is close and it's just the one I wanted to use. I wasn't sure if I was going to have the corners visible and I didn't want to see the decor pieces from the Plaza Island in this build because it wouldn't go well with the fairy stuff. I could move all of this over, but that feels like more effort than it's worth for me. I'm building a storage island right now. That's what I'm doing. So these are all of the chests that I have with all of my storage from all of the DLCs, and I am eventually going to lay them out in a way that makes sense and it's pretty. That's the goal. That's the goal. That's the goal. I feel like gazebos might be cute for organizing. Probably not the purple ones. Probably the pink ones fit better. Although maybe the purple ones. I don't know. I'll put them both down so we can look at them. But this Wonderland whimsy thing is probably going to get a fair amount of use with some of the decor. These tables. What do I do on members streams? It really depends. I do dream snaps on member streams somewhat frequently. Sometimes we'll play other games on member streams, like we played Love Ghosty a little bit on one of them. One time I made a D&D character to replace my D&D character that later died. We did that on a member stream. Sometimes we'll do like some Star Path stuff if it's kind of early in an update cycle. We'll do some decorating sometimes. Honestly, the storage island is something that we would probably typically do on a member stream, but seeing as we're leading up to an update, it felt like something we could do today. The only thing that we pretty much never do on a member stream is quest content. I may have at some point, but I truly don't think I've ever done any Dreamlight Valley quests on a member stream before. I might use the gazebos. We also have, I kind of want to pull out some of the other fairy stuff just so I remember that it exists. We have, this is a table. I forgot that's a table. It looks like a bench. We have a bed. That's just cute for decorating. Let me pop that over there. Pipe organ, chair. Chair, pillar for some reason, carpet. Magnifying glass. I don't know. Bessie, where do you want to go? Over here. Wait. Is there something like this in the Tinkerbell movie? I don't know if I'm thinking of that or if I'm thinking of something else. The first Tinkerbell movie, there's a scene, slight spoiler, I guess. Although I don't think it's like anything too crazy. There's a scene where she is kind of coming to terms, or I guess that's the idea. She's kind of coming to terms with her love of tinkering by tinkering with like a little music box. Was there a magnifying glass thing like this in that scene? Coloring Newt, welcome in. Thank you for the follow. You think yes, Kitty? I feel like there is. What I'm working on right now is the foundations for my storage island. So we built this pretty exterior for this fairy core island. And what I'm probably not going to do right now, but do need to do, is figure out how I'm going to be arranging all of these chests to make the most organized situation possible. I think probably using the tables is going to be a really good method. I'm not sure if I'm going to use any of the fences to separate any areas off, but I do love these fences. I think they're really cute, especially this one. It's kind of glitching out a little bit there, but not everything. Yeah. Am I going to use the airship item? Possibly. I was going to pull up the, like, fairies and Peter Pan and also Bug's Life items, because I know the Bug's Life has a really cute, like, giant four-leaf clover. Disney fairies. Oh! Huh? Is this river kit tagged with Disney fairies? Or no, you know what I think it is? I think it's probably tagged with Peter Pan, huh? Because the other river kit was Peter Pan. And that's probably what that is. Oh, wait, a rainbow might be cute. Can I do a rainbow back here somewhere? Oh my goodness. I love her. Yes. Grab you and move you again. Sweet. It's Disney Fairies. Wait, the River Kid is? Really? Interesting. Oh, we also have these that might work for like placing some chests around or something. I don't know. I don't really know the best way to lay this out. We'll figure it out. And by we, I mean probably me. I probably won't put you all through that, but you know, it's gonna be something. I don't know where this would fit though, I guess is the thing. Sure. I'm just gonna pop her over here for now. Does that always look like that? I think the answer is yes. I'm going to preface this by saying I pretty much always stay out of people's business, but with that being understood, I need to discuss the fact that all of you who are over on TikTok, there's always somebody's business being aired, and it's always so dramatic. I don't go on TikTok. I always hear about this secondhand from like people who cover various things that happen on the internet. It's almost enough to make me want to use TikTok though. I'm very transparent about the fact that I hate drama in my actual life, but I do enjoy hearing about drama outside of my life, you know? Especially if no one's like currently getting hurt. That's ideal scenario, right? But the things one hears about, and people will make like 30-part series about things. That's like so much talking. I find it intriguing and also a little bit terrifying, you know, as someone who doesn't frequent TikTok. The only time I ever really look at TikTok is when my sisters send like a specific thing in our group chat for me to look at. And it's usually nothing to do with people like talking about their lives. It's usually like some kind of edit or like just like a random funny video. Feels like a wild world of uncharted mysteries. I want to hear the tea, but not be the tea. Oh, correct. I'm too old for that. I'm too old and too tired to be involved in any drama. I hate to say it. But hearing about it from the comfort of my own home, the comfort of my own non-dramatic life, I do appreciate from time to time. TikTok has been out of your life for years now. You're blessed. I love that. Wait, AE, I saw that too. Yeah, I did see a clip or something of, yeah, Jennifer Lawrence saying she likes to troll in various, I don't remember if it was specifically TikTok, but across social media, just in comments. I don't do that. I don't engage with anything that's drama, but I will hear about it sometimes. I'm looking for the Vitalis thing. I could probably just type Vitalis and find it. You know the lantern that's on the ground? Lamp? There we go. This is cute, and I want to put it somewhere. I don't know where yet, so I'm just gonna plop it over there. I think I picked up my crafting table, which is unfortunate. Okay, yes, this is a table that is a normal size, because I'm kind of feeling like we could have some chests in front of a table, right? We could have some chests potentially around like these somehow. I mean, you can't it'd be a little messy, but you could theoretically do it. and make it work. I don't really love the way these rotate sometimes. Could also potentially have them in front of a fence. Could be cute. We're workshopping ideas here, okay? Under this table, under a gazebo. Like, there are options. We could do either side of a fence if we needed like a little moment. The reason why a table is nice though is because you can then like put things on it to remember what's there. If I remove all of this. Is that fence under fence is my question. Probably, yes. Okay. Oh. Okay, well, let me draw this first then. Why does it do that? You do enjoy the table method as well? Yeah, the table method is useful. I usually just go off of memory, but the table method is a lot more reliable than my memory, personally. I feel like something like that could be kind of cute. We could do like little sections of fence, and then we could even potentially, I don't know if it would look cute, but we could try. Oh, I forgot the Lion King also has stuff that's kind of cute and fairy core. I always forget that that's a Lion King chair, actually. Because it also has like this, it's quite cute. This was what I was looking for. Yes, it has bugs, but at the end of the day, what doesn't, you know? Like, not necessarily this length of fence, but you picking up what I'm putting down? We have options. I mean, these tables are kind of small, so we couldn't really fit many things around there. I have too many chests for this. I think I'm probably going to end up using some kind of iteration of this. Yeah, I'm working on a storage island right now. That's correct. It's going to be cute when it's done. You just got to trust the process. Let me grab a crafting table. Disney Buglight Valley where something always breaks somehow. You know, you're not entirely wrong. I'm gonna make, that's a lot of path. I'm gonna make like 100 of this for now. This is a vibe, girly, but a vibe. Well, yes. I mean, I thought about using the Alpine build set to make something kind of that looks more like the Wishing Alps. But I feel like if I were to engage in my truest magical fantasy self, I would be like a fairy girly. And so I think like a fairy core storage island is something that's going to be somewhat, I don't know, it's going to bring me joy for a long period of time, I think. Which I'm happy about. Yeah, I just got to figure out what I'm actually going to be doing, so. Let me take a little trip back to the wishing way. You have to do it as well, so hopefully this will motivate you. Yeah, I wasn't intending on doing it today, and to be honest, I'm still probably not going to finish it today. But we're trying. We're putting in effort, you know. We're getting at least some of the bones down. The bones are looking pretty good. It's a nice skeleton. And yeah. Why we have to grind fish and reclaimed wood for the alpine cobblestone path. I was wondering about that. I feel like I was talking about that recently. Well, yeah, why do we have to grind fish? Cobblestone, well, like wood for that, weird, but I feel like makes more sense than fish. What are we using those fish for? Why are the fish in it? Okay. Slate stone path only makes 1 instead of 4. I remember seeing one of the paths like that. I don't know if that's a mistake or if that was intentional. You know? Stinkiest path ever. Honestly, that's what I was thinking too. Those fish, they're gonna get real ripe real fast. I feel like if I ever made a farming island, I would want it to be 100-acre woods themed with all the rabbit farms. Not all, we have a few items, but the rabbit farm stuff that we have. Wouldn't that be cute? We need a honeycomb pathing for the ground. Maybe in the next DLC where we're supposedly possibly getting. Spoiler. You know? Why am I here? Oh. Maybe we're using the fish's scales as coloring for the path. Maybe. Maybe. Wait a minute. Okay, hear me out. I like this fence, but why does this one have the little lantern bulbs further apart? I kind of wish that the lantern bulbs were a little further apart than they are in the path that we use. It's a lot of lights. I'm not mad at it, but it is a lot. Mike would like the stink path. Don't get me started on that. Not Mike fans. Wait, did I go here yet? I don't think I did. You wanted to put Tink's house there. Wait, Tink's house where? Mad we can't move. Oh, you're mad we can't move the puzzle thing. I think that's what you were talking about. That's where you wanted to put Tink's house. That would be cute, yeah. Would be a cute spot for it. Okay. Cool. It's just occurred to me that, you know what? That's my bad. I just crafted all of that stuff after only putting a little bit of the things in here. But it might be fine for most things. No, I don't need to uncraft it. It's just that I'm gonna have to replace some things, I think. But it might just be the ore. And this flower. Wait. Does it take from the floating islands last? Because I only had 1 stack. I don't know. No, I think because I had... No. I get it. It's fine. It's not a problem. It's just a challenge, you know? Also, the conclusion that I came to, I don't think it actually takes from the floating islands last. It's just the number that I had in the specific chests was what led to this. So don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But yeah, see what I mean about the, like, little lantern things? They're very close together. Why'd I like that? These are actual things. Okay, yeah. That means this is probably the hardwood. Beautiful. Anyone having a glitch where stuff disappears visually, but it's still there? You've had it happen a few times, and restarting the game seems to fix it. I haven't noticed that, but that would happen a lot on my Switch when I was using, like, playing on the Switch. But I haven't noticed it at all on my computer. You know what? Let me take that back. It happens when you go too long without saving sometimes. Interesting. To figure out a way to that is a problem for later me. Okay. I think we're gonna go ahead and wrap up. I know we got none of the actual functional part of the storage island done, but we did move all of my chests up here, so that's something. And we did make a cute backdrop for it. Actually, let me just get another little snail. Just get another little snail and pop you somewhere. Cutie patootie. Can I fit you in here somewhere? I can. Okay. But I had the water tiles disappear on reset day. Oh, I did have one water tile disappear. That was true. I don't really remember the context of that. I think it was only one. It was when I was working on a dream snap for the fairy one. What? No. Yeah, the like wintry, whichever one we're voting on now. This frosty fairy realm, I think. Yeah. But let me see if anybody else is playing so we can go hang out with some other friends and spread the love from Mr. Star and Sky, the brain cycling through different names. Mr. Star and Sky's stream. Again, thank you so much, everyone who came over with that raid. If you're on YouTube, while I'm figuring out who we're raiding on Twitch and YouTube, please press the like button because we're really close enough to get to 100 likes, I think, before we wrap up. And then I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what game we're going to be playing tomorrow yet. And then Tuesday, we're going to watch Wholesome Snack together to get a look at some new cozy games coming up soon. And then Wednesday, of course, is update day. So stay tuned for that. We are going to go see Opal over on YouTube, who's playing Wish Blossom Ranch. We haven't rated Opal in a hot minute. And then over on Twitch, we are going to go see Junie Bubble, who's playing Dreamlight Valley. So please pop by and say hi to them. And I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day or night and take care of yourselves. And I will see you all really soon. Goodbye, everybody. Bye. Bye.